Hello class 7, this is Pankaj Kumar Yadav, your English teacher, and we have arrived, lesson number 5, Alice in Wonderland 2. Now see that. First take read, after that we'll understand. Well, the next thing Alice found was a little cake with the words "Eat me" marked on it. So she sat there and ate it up. And then guess what happened to her? She grew and grew and grew taller than she was before. Taller than any child, taller than any grown-up person, taller and taller. Just look at the picture. Which Alice would you like the best? A tiny Alice, no larger Alice, a doll, or a very tall Alice touching the ceiling of the roof? Poor Alice. What do you think? Was she happy to find herself tall enough to reach the table and get the key to unlock the door, or to be too small to get through the door? Well, she could do that, but do you think she could get out of the tiny door? She could only just manage to lie flat, put her head down on the floor, and look out through the door. Poor child. She sat down on the floor and wept bitterly. She wept. Now, in the first page stories that Alice in Wonderland we have gone through in the class 6 as well. The first part, its second part. In the class 6, it was there was Alice drank a liquid, and after that she got smaller and smaller and smaller, very small, so that she could go through the door. But unfortunately, the door didn't open. Now, after some time, Alice found a cake in the room, in the hall, and then the label was that, or the written on the cake was that, "Eat me, consume me." Yes, so have me. Now, Alice enjoyed the cake. But when she had cake, then she got taller, and taller. Because you can see in the picture as well, she was smaller in the previous part. Now she ate cake, and after that she got taller. It means increasing in size. Yes, Alice increasing in size, and up to the ceiling. Up to the ceiling means inside roof. Up to the inside roof, touching fan, touching light. Yes, up to ceiling. Now Alice wanted to be big. Yes, Alice wanted to be big because she was too small. Alice wanted to be big, but unfortunately, she became very big. Yes, unfortunately, she became very big. Now you can see in the next picture there, there, there is a hall, and inside the hall, Alice is watching. Actually, Alice is lying down and she is peeping out of this hole, of this door. She is peeping out. Yes, she cannot stand because she is touching the roof. This one, she is touching the ceiling. I beg your pardon. She is touching the ceiling. Now, after that, what happened when she was unable to go through out from the door? She started weeping. She started weeping. Weeping, that means cry. Run tears with the eyes. Yes, and now the tears are running. You can see the so much tears are running from the Alice eyes. So there is pool, tears pool. It's not water pool. It's a tears pool. Now, just read the next page, and after that we'll go for the explanation. Her tears ran down like a river, and very soon there was a large pool of tears in the room. Suddenly, the white rabbit entered the room. He was dressed up to go somewhere. He had a little fan and gloves in one hand and a watch in other hand. He was looking at his watch, muttering to himself, "I'm late, oh, I'm late." He did not notice Alice. Alice requested him, "Please, sir." The white rabbit was so frightened on hearing the voice that he dropped his fan and gloves and ran away through the door. Alice took a deep sigh, took up the fan, and began to fan herself. And what happened? With the movement of the fan, she got smaller and smaller, and in a minute she was just about the size of a mouse. In the pool of tears, a mouse was already swimming. Alice was also swimming with him. They came out of the pool and both were wet. There were other creatures in that swimming pool, like a dodo, duck, and eaglet. Alice heard them talking about a party in the garden outside, and she thought. Now, in the next page, when Alice started weeping, Alice started crying, ran tears with her eyes, and it became a tears pool. Tears pool or tears reservoir or tears pond in the room. You can see this picture, tears pond or tears pool, like swimming pool, but it's with the help of tears. It is created by the help of tears, not with the help of water. So Alice started crying, crying, crying. After some time, when Alice was little submerged in the pool, Rabbit entered. When Rabbit entered the room, then some water went out through the door. Yes, some water went out through the door. Now, Rabbit is having in one hand fan and gloves. In the other hand, there is watch. You can see in the picture. Yes, and he was dressed up well. I think he was intended to go somewhere. So, when he entered the room, some water passed through the door and the level of water decreases. I beg your pardon, decreases. Now, Alice cried for help. Rabbit, 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 sir, please help me, sir. But when actually Alice was too big and voice was echoing that means repeating again and again. Like when I say that, Alice, 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 like that. I am speaking one time, but Alice word is echoing many times. So this rabbit was frightened with the sound, with the big sound. Yes, with the horrible sound, cause Alice was so big. So Rabbit left his gloves, fans, and ran away through the door and closed the door. After that, Alice started fanning himself. You can see in the picture, Alice started fanning himself, and when she was fanning, she grew again smaller, smaller, smaller. When she was started fanning herself, then she became smaller, 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 and very small, like a mouse. And now the pool that was already there, Alice was swimming in that. And in the pool, a mouse was swimming. In the pool, there is dodo, duck, eaglet. Eaglet means eagle child. Dodo is a kind of bird. All were swimming. And they were talking about the party outside the garden. Yes, the garden was outside. So, this was the story. And now the story is finishes part 2. In class 8, you would have part 3. Alice in Wonderland part 3. So, let's finish here. And just watch it again and again. Listen it very carefully. The story, the summary, what's happening in the story with the Alice in the Wonderland or in the dream. So, thank you very much for watching. If interesting, then please like, share, subscribe. Thank you very much.